Welcome. We're doing another day of fishing here on Stardew Valley, and today we're gonna try to get 5 fish. Yesterday we got 3, so I think we can do something with it at least. So let's embark on our quest. Also, before we begin on our topic today, what do I do with this exactly? Because I feel like it has some sort of purpose within the map, because we have a similar one to our on our farm. I think it was like towards the top or the left. Is there like some kind of like legendary Pokemon, but Stardew Valley? I'd imagine that might come here. Maybe it involves building this as well. So let's see. But yeah, today's topic is about how why free things are never really free. And in theory, it sounds really enticing and it really kind of gets your attention, right? When it's free, when you see something, it's like, wow, I don't have to pay anything for this. But there's always a cost, and the way that everything operates, at least in this level of existence, is off energetic exchanges. What do I mean by this? So, whilst monetary wise, so money, it's not free, but your time is never completely free, is it? It's always limited, and same with energy. And so there's always an exchange of what that might be. So we'll use an example of a game, for example, right? Free to play gaming. Cool. You've got paid games as well, but you've also got free to play. And in exchange for getting these kind of games, it's going to cost you time, because you have to grind these games typically to level up and whatever it takes to kind of succeed in these games. But also your energy, because a lot of the sort of requirements it takes to play this game is usually concentration, it's usually focus, it's usually willpower sometimes, and especially in competitive games, it requires a whole lot of energy because you have to try really hard. So if you see something that's free, or just generally that's being advertised as free, have a think as to why it's free, or at least what the possible benefits are for the person or thing that is offering it for free. Because not all the time will it be beneficial. We've got ourselves a saggy newspaper. Presume I can't do anything with that, but yeah, I still don't know how to use bait. I guess I got to use like some sort of tool, something like, I have no clue. And a sturdy ring requires 25 bug meat. I'm not exactly sure how that works. That's looking like a diamond, right? So yeah, I'm not gonna question it. Bug steak is stacked though, 45 energy and 30 health. That's pretty crazy. And I think it's perfect for me because whilst it might not be appetizing, I'm a hungry cave diver. I think we should change our fishing spot for today. This one's definitely going to be a hit. In 3, 2, 1, no hit. Still no hit. Still no hit. Come on. There we go. And we got seaweed. That's not good. Also, on the topic about free things, because there's like an infinite amount of... Oh, hold that thought for just a second. We got ourselves a fish. Hold on, we got this. Oh my gosh, I'm horrible at this. Okay, never mind. Because we live in a sort of realm where there's an infinite amount of possibilities that can happen from any kind of action that you take, or even thought form. And I don't mean to say that to scare you, because it just means that you have the power to essentially take nearly an infinite amount of steps of the way that your life can go. And so a lot of these free things, typically they come in the form of distractions, right? Or at least some sort of scheme. And we just got ourselves a nice fish. Beautiful stuff. And so a lot of these free things will kind of take you away from the most ideal version of yourself. It might take you away from the sort of possibilities that it can take to make you more fulfilled. So for example, gaming again, if you're spending a lot of your time playing a lot of these free to play games with a false sense of reward because it's in a game, it's on the screen, unless you're competing professionally, then it's a different story because there's actually real life money involved and status and status. Is it status or status? Food. I don't know. That's interesting. Anyway, I'm going off a tangent again. Oftentimes, it will take you off the path of where you kind of, I don't want to say need to be, but where you want to be, because everything in life, I'd like to at least think, is leading you towards a positive path, or at least a path of learning. Sometimes we learn a lot of lessons pretty late, and I mean, you never know. Even some of these free to play things or free things in life, kind of, you have to go through the pain of at least taking too much energy compared to your dream life to really learn the lesson of where it is that you want to go to. But I think we don't need to do that if we learn the lessons earlier. So I guess that's a part of why I'm here, in a sense, to help you realize that, because the answers are all inside of yourself. And so it's really important to kind of pay attention to where we're spending our money, for example. It's important to kind of take note of where we're spending our time and energy as well, because everything is an exchange. Everything, even the plants to the sun, it's an exchange of energy. Even to the food on your plate, same thing. Everything operates in exchange. Literally every single thing. Even you watching this video right now, it operates as an exchange because you're giving away your time to watch it, which I really appreciate. So I'm really grateful for all of you who even click on the video. It's amazing. But you're also kind of taking in some of maybe the energy that I'm putting in this video, some of the thoughts that I'm putting in this video. So generally on a day-to-day basis, it's really important to kind of monitor what's going on and things like that. Otherwise, it can take you down to the sort of darker path of where you want to go in life rather than the way that you want it to go. And that was a beautiful catch. Now, I'm confused as to why this one has a star and this one doesn't. Okay, it's like a special common. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, on the sort of topic of infinite possibilities in life and things like that as well, become a little bit more self-aware in terms of how you spend your day-to-day basis. Even every like kind of conversation you might have, every kind of interaction you have, whether it's online or in person, it's really important to take note of this, because a lot of people, compared to the olden days, they didn't have as many interactions as now, because again, we've got the whole like device in front of us. I mean, we're all watching some sort of content around the day, some sort of short form content, maybe YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Instagram. So you're taking in a lot of this energy as well, and whilst it might be free, is it really helping us in any kind of way? And obviously it's okay to, you know, dabble in with a little bit of that from time to time, but it's also important to note that how much of this is really affecting us energetically, because if everything is energy, apart from, you know, like think of it as like you're outside of your body for a second. Everything that the way it works is an exchange, and I say like viewing it in a way where you see it as an energetic exchange, it's pretty easy to kind of think about, or at least maybe it is to me. I don't know about you guys, but everything is like a little mini business deal where you have to exchange for some sort of thing, some sort of trade. We don't really pay it much attention because we're just kind of going with the flow of life, and we just kind of enjoy the sort of things that might save us money, but maybe it's more detrimental to our health. Maybe it's more detrimental to our mental well-being, our emotional well-being as well. And another example to give for that is fast food. Now, again, the convenience of having fast food is great, right? You can get food for like pretty cheap nowadays. Well, nowadays maybe not, because the economy is pretty crazy. But look at the damage it does when it's taken in excess, and the exchange of, again, that sort of good feeling of having to pay less money than it would to make a healthy meal. At what cost? Also, on the topic of healthy food, by the way, healthy food you can make for cheap. You definitely can. There's ways around it. So I think maybe I'll make a video on that one day. But it's definitely a lot more doable. And again, I'm not saying don't have fast food, by the way, because again, sometimes, you know, a nice juicy burger or something like that, it's nice to have. But just keep it in check in terms of how a lot of free things and a lot of different things in your life is taken away. Maybe not money, but your energy and time. And on that note, peace and blessings to you all. I hope this helped in any kind of way. I hope you get the point pretty much. So free things are never free in actuality. See you in the next one.